Oh, sorry. All right, enough of that. Hold on, these are loud in my ears. Guys, let me know if you can hear me. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. You know, we're always updating and improving things. Shout out to everyone watching on multiple platforms. We're live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch and Twitter. We're also live, of course, here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. Shout out to all of our Team Kempire and Royal Corp members. We appreciate you all being members. Head on over to teamkempire.com/join if you'd like to become a member of the channel. Last night we had an impromptu watch party. Well, not watch party, an impromptu, I guess it was sort of a watch party. We watched the tour of Sheree Whitfield's Chateau Shelma. That's what we called it. That's what we called it last night. We came up with a new name, Chateau Shelma. A little bit of shame, a little bit of Sheree, and a little bit of her mom, Thelma. Thank you to everyone in the live chat letting me know that you guys can hear me. I'm your boy, TheKempire, and this is the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. As I said before, we're live on multiple platforms. No TikTok today. I'm still figuring out some sound issues with TikTok. So there is no TikTok live right now, but we will be live tonight on TikTok to watch and shade The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine tonight for our watch party. So stay tuned for that. That'll be probably like around 9:30 p.m. Eastern on TikTok. So be sure to follow me there. It is, of course, our weekly Sunday afternoon. I was going to go live a little bit earlier, but then adulting, taking care of stuff. I also posted a new video talking about Neo's wife putting him on blast last night. Literally, like after midnight, I saw this story break, but then I said to myself, I can't go live and I can't do the video. Damn it, I'll do it in the morning. So I had to push back our live recap of Love and Marriage, DC, and Belle Collective. Did everyone watch Belle Collective on Friday night? I thought it was actually pretty damn good. I thought it was really, really good. And based on the trailer that I saw before the season started, I was like, oh, this kind of looks like it's going to be a good season. A lot of you have been asking for Belle Collective to come back. Hopefully the ratings are rating for the amount of people that say, come back. I want Belle Collective to come back. And he says, I watched Belle Collective. I enjoyed it. See, Belicia says, yes, it was very good. But it may be because there's real stories happening and it's not really being forced. However, I do have some suspicions. Some suspicions. So Sundays, we're going to start recapping Belle Collective along. Well, we don't have Love and Marriage, Huntsville, or DC to recap, thankfully. Okay, I'm going to post a poll because I meant to post this earlier. What should we talk about first? Belle Collective or Love and Marriage DC reunion part 2? I'm going to post this in the live chat. And let me see what you guys will vote on, because I can't go by what everyone will say in the live chat. I just got to go by the poll. All right, Belle Collective or Love and Marriage DC. All right, I'll post it there. Okay. We will base it on the poll. Again, guys, if you missed it, I posted a video earlier today talking about Neo and his cheating ways, allegedly, according to his wife. And then all of you were blasting her. Well, you lose him how you got him. Ooh. Oh, Chocolate Chuck says, I'm sorry I'm late. I was catching up on Kempire's Neo upload. It's okay. We just started. I was a little bit late, but look, I'm entitled. Okay, look, we will give this a moment. But based on what I'm seeing, a lot of people want to talk about Love and Marriage DC first, which kind of is okay with me because honestly, there really wasn't a lot to cover. Chocolate Chunks, we appreciate that. Chocolate Chunks said, by the way, I don't watch either show. I'm just here for Kempire. I appreciate that. And I'll try and make it entertaining outside of this lackluster Love and Marriage DC reunion part 2. Honestly, I don't think they needed a part 2. Now that I watched it, I'm like, I don't think it needed a part 2. Based on what I'm seeing in the votes, you guys want me to talk about Love and Marriage DC first, which is okay because there wasn't a lot to unpack. At the top of this episode, of course, they are talking about Winter having receipts about Jamie and Quick cheating. Here's the thing. When they started talking about the show Love and Marriage at the time, DMV coming, a lot of you guys, sources, were in my DMs, all kinds of information and receipts about the marriages that we see on this show, specifically Arena and Jamie. And I said, oh, why would they come on reality TV? Oh, but none of their stuff really came out. Only the accusation of possible cheating. Jamie says he didn't cheat. And I told you, according to sources and according to the DMV streets, you all said this is public knowledge. It's public, not public, but a lot of the streets of the DMV have been talking about Jamie and Arena for years in regards to cheating. Allegedly, we don't know for fact. I wasn't there. But according to Winter in this reunion, she says, I have receipts. And last week everyone was coming down on Quick for yelling at her, calling her the B word. But he's like, no, I was calling, the man that she's sleeping with allegedly for spreading this information about them. But I'm sure this man that's telling her this information is just repeating everything that he's also heard in the DMV. And I know they've been going back and forth, Arena and Winter, on social media about the receipts. Here's the thing. This season would have been nothing without Winter. Fact. Okay. This season would have been nothing without Ashley and DJ Quick. Fact. Okay. However, Winter, I do agree, pot calling, Monique saying that I think she really likes the reality TV space as much as you do, Monique. And that's why I feel like that whole divorce song was pre-produced. I do think that she wanted to use the show to capitalize and level up in her scammerization. Not her scammerization. What the? For the love of Wendy Williams. Not scammerization. I do, and Winter, here's the thing. Like, I could ride with Winter if she didn't say, well, what did she say? I wish I had wrote it down in regards to how she was explaining it. She said she has receipts, but it's not for her to share. She says she doesn't know if it's fake or real. Then why did you bring it up? Why did you bring it up? Because now you look like a scammer. You look like a fake and phony. Why did you even bring it up? And Jamie kept on saying to her, you don't know, I don't know anyone that knows you, or you know anyone that knows me. As his justification of her not having proof. She says that she has photo evidence. She has photo evidence of Quick cheating and Jamie cheating. I mean, I don't doubt it. But then why not just, if you're going to bring it up, you have to present something. It reminds me of the whole Crystal situation on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's like, if you're going to bring something up, you better follow through. Because now you just look like a woo. We don't need you here. So for me, I know a lot of people saying, oh, Winter carried the season. She did, because everyone was focused on her. However, I needed her to bring more at this reunion. I didn't like she came there. She was like, it's not for me to say. You brought it up. And according to Chris wanted to have a moment because he was a little too quiet during part 2. Chris is like, well, we did have a conversation with Winter about, we don't want this show to turn into what happened on RHOP, basically. He didn't say that exactly, but they didn't want this show to turn into that. But she does say she has photographs of the husbands cheating and text messages. Okay. Jamie did reveal before the reunion part 2 aired that he did get a little heated with Winter during this reunion. He wasn't sure if they were going to show it or not. They showed some of it. I don't know how much of it they cut out. They showed some of it. But as soon as I saw the preview for this part 2 reunion, and they were still talking to Winter about possible cheating and her evidence and her receipts, I'm not interested. Do I think that these couples may have had infidelity in their relationships before? Very possible. I mean, they wouldn't be the first. I mean, Arena and Jamie try to make it seem like it was just flirtation. It never went to a level of someone actually cheated. Well, a lot of people define cheating differently. Some people like even flirtation is cheating to them. But we said this countless week after week after week after week after week. Arena and Jamie just come across very fake on this show. Very fake. And it's not entertaining. It's not interesting to watch. And some of you have said Love and Marriage DC was boring. I don't know. I'm not quick to call a show boring, especially in their first season. We were just talking about that with the Real Housewives of Dubai. And to be honest with you, yes, Winter was an important part, but so was Ashley and DJ Quick. For me, the show should have been built around them and not Monique. But I get it. Carlos wanted a familiar face to launch another show. It makes sense. It's exactly what he's going to try and do to save Huntsville. He's going to try and bring Sheree there to bring some relevancy. But I think his plan has fallen apart because of what happened this week. Allegedly, sources in Huntsville are saying that what's his name? Damn, Martell is upset that she's speaking to media. I don't believe any one of them. I don't believe any one of these people. Anyone else was getting annoyed when you heard Monique speaking? It's like she always tries to make it seem like she knows it all and she's above it all. No, Monique, this is not your show. Sit down. Not anymore. I know initially you thought it was going to be your show. It's the Ashley and DJ Quicksilver show. It is. It is. I mean, I didn't like what we saw from DJ Quick. He got hot real quick. He got hot. We haven't seen that side of him at all this season. We have not seen. But look, he grew up rough. He admits it on the show. So that side came out real quick. But I think the reason why it got that way is because there's more to the story with this guy that Winter is allegedly sleeping with and spreading rumors about them. I wouldn't want to be on DJ Quick. You know what they say about short men? Damn. You know what they say? They're always overcompensating with, especially like, not, you know what I mean? Like there's always like quick to anger or, just, I'm trying to save it and I can't. Exactly. Ebony says Napoleon complex. But I really do like DJ Quicksilver and Ashley on the show. For me, they're the best part. Honestly, I don't care if Monique doesn't come back. I really don't. And she's going to come back because she has no other outlet. Anyways. And honestly, I don't want Raina and them to come back. Do you guys want Winter to come back? Yeah, Winter was important at the for this season, but what is she going to bring next season? This continuation of the fight between her and the Silvas? I don't care about that either. I'm sure Ashley has plenty of friends that she could bring on this show that would be a lot more interesting than these two other couples. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just trying to think of what is Monique going to bring us next season? What exactly is Monique going to bring us next season? What's going to be her storyline next season? I'm not interested. All right, let's move on. So speaking of Monique, they play didn't that reel of Monique and how she instigated the battle between the couples and Winter, that felt really long. And that's why I kept on saying to you guys, Monique wasn't innocent in what she, the bone collecting that she was doing with the Winter stuff and the couples. So them playing out that reel was like them throwing her under the bus. I was like, wait a minute. And it was long. I told you she wasn't innocent though. But when Monique does say in regards to Winter, she says Winter is the drama. Winter was like, I didn't want to bring any drama. If I knew it was going to be all this drama, I wouldn't have done the show. And everyone was like, you are the drama. Okay. And that's when Monique says, I think that Winter really likes the reality TV space. I think, in other words, she was saying that Winter is intoxicated with the fame, very, very similar to what an executive producer said about Monique. that she's intoxicated. That's always stuck in my brain from that book. Monique's intoxicated with the fame. I said, oh. And the more this plays out, the more I see it. Monique blamed editing, blamed the producers for the way that she looked on RHOP. She did very similar in the Jasmine Brand interview recently. She did the same thing there. Monique, it's okay to be who you are. I'm not going to look, I'm only judging you based on what you give us on the show. I'm sure you're a fabulous person outside of TV, but honestly, I'm not entertained. I wasn't fully entertained with Monique with the seasons that she was on RHOP until the end. I was like, oh, where has this Monique been? Where has this Monique been? And I'm not talking about the fight, just like the reunion. I was just like, wow, we needed this Monique to show up. But all of you have been saying it. They're just like, pay attention to how she moved on RHOP. She's moving the same way on this show. But it seems as if we will be getting the same couples if there is a season 2. I believe there will be a season 2 because I feel like their ratings were pretty consistent. They weren't amazing, but they were pretty consistent. But to be honest with you, I don't know about if I would want to work with Carlos King. I just feel like he has the potential to be not the potential, he is very messy. But Carlos during this reunion said, I wrote this down. Carlos says rumors are off limits on this type of show. And then I thought about the whole Phaedra situation. And I know people are tired of bringing this up, but Phaedra was recently on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip talking about it or not talking about it. So it's made the rumors come back up and people having this conversation. As I've always said, Carlos has denied that he had anything to do with those rumors. Phaedra has not said that he hasn't, that he wasn't the person. I wish y'all all luck because I believe the rumors now. Not the rumors about Candy, the rumors that he was a part of it. So when he was saying that rumors like that are off limits, and I was like, well, Essie says Carlos and Monique will fall out next season. Jazzy says Winter only said what she said based on what Ashley was saying at the dinner. Just simply, hey, she says, just simply, did you just graduate? Is that you? Or is it someone else? Congrats if it was you or whoever in your family. I cited Carlos. He was very hypocritical. Okay, so it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me because that stood out to me. It was him trying to seem like he's holier than thou when it comes to rumors being spread on a show he's producing. Who's the case? Is Carlos really? Rumors move these shows. Yeah, because in his head he's saying one thing, but in the back he's like this. Just saying. Ooh, Kari says, I've always said he's not beating them allegations. Sylvia says, I live in DC and the consensus is love and marriage. Okay, wait a second. All right, let me do another poll because this is the only way that I can judge it. I want to see what you guys say. Hold on, let me end this poll. Let me do a new poll. Overall, based off of everything, now that we've seen the full season of Love and Marriage DC, what should be the question? I don't know. It's boring. It's perception. Okay, based off of this season, would you want to see a season 2 of Love and Marriage DC? That's the question. Do you want to see a season 2 of Love and Marriage DC? All right, so let me post this up. Yes. No. I'll give you the other option. Yes, but Mo gots to go. Maybe. I'll put a maybe, okay? I'm gonna give you those 4 options. Y'all are messy. Just saying. All right. So the other part, look, you know how they say when you have meetings in the office and it could have been an email? I kind of felt like that's the only thing that stood out to me during the season. I mean, during this episode, is that this could have been an email. This could have been a part 1 only if they edited it correctly. I felt like by the end of part 2, it was like, Oh my God. They brought out Jason. Yes, he was a fan favorite. That was nice, but that honestly, I could have did without that scene too. I mean, the only part of that scene that I could not do without, I love what he said that he wants to work for Apple and he wants to help other people with disabilities navigate how to use Apple products. That was the best part for me of the entire reunion. Chalker said the reunion could have been an email. Just saying. Jen says we only need a 30-minute recap. And that's all y'all gonna get because we're already going on 20 something minutes and I'm already done. But there was another part to the episode where a lot of people are weighing in and they're accusing Jamie Tyler of being, they think that he's being abusive to Arena, especially because she talks about how, when the kids were growing up, they both worked. However, she was very involved in the kids, upbringing and their lives and helping Jason navigate, being blind. And she even learned Braille. And she says he wasn't really a part of that. And he took that to heart. He was like, "Oh, you trying to stay?" And I believe her, especially because all the mothers, I'm sure, can relate to this. Yes, the fathers are there, and yes, they'll help out any way that they can, but it's still not at the same level. And we talked about this at the top of the season, how when a mom leaves town, the entire village helps the father. But when the mom's in town, she doesn't have that same village helping her. Not all the time. Some people do. Guys, I gotta hydrate, but while I hydrate, why not remind you? Coldest is what has been a longtime sponsor here of the channel, but they don't just have water bottles, guys. They have coolers. It's still the summer. We're about to be in August. I know all of you are going on trips, beaches, and all kinds of things. They have pillows. They have things for your pets. They have bowls for your pets, and they have, of course, look, I got this the other day. Hold on, an ice pack. Ice pack. They have all kinds of things. Coldest.com. Use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. Speaking of merch and things, don't forget we have our Kempire Black Label merch now available. Yes, more things are coming, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already at houseofkempire.com. Let me post this up here. Hold on, where is it? Ooh, there we go. Here she go. Hashtag Team Jamie. Anyone surprised? Look, anyone surprised? Let me take a sip. I'm not Team Jamie at all. As you can see from the photo that I posted. Look, hold on. Take a look at the photo. Hold on. Let me pull myself out. Where's Jamie? And honestly, I would have included Jamie in that photo if I had room when I was trying to edit. But I was like, I really don't care about Jamie. Claire says Danielle stays trolling. She really does. She really does. Yes. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Once we get to, we have what? Over almost 600 people in the building. Let's get to 300 likes and I'll drop the call in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts on Love and Marriage DC, but also Belle Collective. We're going to be talking about that in just a second. But if you are a member of the channel, Team Kempire and Royal Court members, I'll be posting the call-in link on the community tab shortly. First, I deleted it out. Just saying. Jazz says, "I'm Team Jamie." That's all right. Look, that's okay. Lady K says, "I don't care for Ashley or DJ Quick. So DJ Quick, honestly, they both seem immature." I mean, I could see them being immature. However, I still feel like they were necessary for the show. I felt like they were probably the most authentic on the show, no matter if you thought they were immature or not. Hold on. I agree. She says, "I respect everyone's views. Discourse is healthy, unlike group thinking." I know that's right. Now, this is not a fan of Jamie at all. And a lot of people were not a fan of Jamie. A lot of people were not, especially based off that conversation and his reaction to Arena, because he's like, "You're making me look bad." Jamie, she really wasn't making you look bad. You did that all on your own. You did that all on your own. Oh, Can we move on? Because by at the end of this Love and Marriage DC reunion, they were going around the room and just talking about how, how they felt about the season and what they learned and blah blah blah. And poor Chris, again, he's like, I learned a lot from looking at myself on how to be a better husband. Monique, what did you learn? Nothing. Nothing. Exactly. Chi-Town Girl says Jamie takes no accountability. He must be a Taurus because he's very stubborn in that way. He did break down though. Before we move on, he did break down when he was talking about his sons, and we got to see some emotion from him. Not that we need to see people to cry in order for us to connect with them. It's not about that. Not Justin says hashtag say Chris Samuel. Oh Lord. We don't need that, Jamie. We just need you to own that maybe that you were wrong in certain situations when it comes to your relationship with Arena. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Arena and Jamie come back, but if they do come back, they have to be themselves. I feel like they're always putting on an image, and people can see right through it. People can see right through it. But I wouldn't be mad if they didn't come back either. Just saying. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Was there anything else? Oh no, wait. Oh no, I can say it's not worth mentioning. Let's move on. Let's move on. Belle Collective. So Belle Collective is here. And we have not a whole new cast. We have a bunch of new faces. Some of the faces we haven't met just yet. But let me tell you something right now. So Gucci, aka Sophia, I think she's going to be the star. Just that one little scene that we got from So Gucci, that's not her real name. It's very ghetto fabulous. She is going to be an activator for this cast. She is. But I have to say, I really did enjoy Belle Collective this first episode. This is season 2. I don't remember. Did we go? Yeah, we did go live. We covered the reunion and everything of season 1. So we do get a couple of the women back for season 2 of Belle Collective. Some people I kind of didn't wish came back. However, I understood why she came back because her storyline is about to be popping. Tamra. You know Tamra at the bottom left? We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that. First of all, let's start at the top. We're in Latrice's home. I like Latrice. I don't love her husband, but I like Latrice, and I want a tour of that house. Is that the same house? It looked different, or maybe we're just seeing more of it, or maybe it's just been so long since we saw Belle Collective. I didn't remember. That's a beautiful home. And I love her story of making money. She made this hair business out from $300, and she's a millionaire now. And I know some of you are going to be like, "Oh, I bet her husband gave her the money." According to her, she started this business with $300, and she's providing hair for celebrities. She has that whole hair thing, vending machine. I've never heard of it before, but here she is. Okay, she also got new breasts for this season. Just saying. Okay. I didn't realize there was a 20-year age difference between her and Zaddy. Okay, Zaddy. I don't love it when she says Zaddy. Hey, Zaddy. I don't love that. But I actually don't mind Latrice. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't give me anything that's like, I don't know about her. But her storyline this season is going to be all about her having a baby, or whether she doesn't want to have a baby. But Zaddy, who already has 5 kids, he wants a baby with her, and she thinks that he wants her to get pregnant so that she would slow down because she's very focused on her business. Do you guys think it's just a storyline, or do you think that he really wants her to slow down and he wants her to have his baby? I don't know. It's giving storyline, but I don't know. I can see. I mean, look, why wouldn't she have it? I mean, I wonder if she's not interested in having a kid at all, or is it something she wants to happen in a few years. How old is Latrice? How old is she? Because as you already know, I mean, at some point, you either have to have the baby or an alternative, I mean, like a surrogate or adoption or something like that. Naturally Pace says it's a storyline. Oh, damn. All right. Yeah, he has 5 kids already. What does Zaddy do again? What does he do again? I don't remember. It's unimportant. We do get to meet one of Zaddy's kids. And how old is Latrice? She's got to be in her early 30s. I hope so, because if she's not, I mean, you just never know. I mean, based off of her career, you would think that she would be a little bit older because of what she's been able to achieve, but you never know. And thank you so much for the super chat. She says, "Hey Zaddy, passing through." Thank you so much, Anne, for the super chat. Ebony says she looks 34 to 35. Can someone confirm her age? Because I would hate to bump up her age and she's a little bit younger. Okay. All right. Guys, if you haven't already, we're talking about, first, we already talked about Love and Marriage DC. Now we're talking about Belle Collective, another show that's back. It's another Carlos King production. Speaking of production, let me take a sip because I have dry mouth. Brooklyn Star brings up a really great point. The fact that none of his sons like her. I mean, I'm wondering if it has more to do with her age or if there's something else. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's also going to be a part of her storyline this season. We shall see. Speaking of production, I like how this was produced. Like the way that they were filming this show. Did you guys notice it's a big stark difference in how they produce and edit Love and Marriage, Huntsville or DC. I like the way that they produced this. The confessionals, the lighting was a little off. Like I feel like the lighting was a little too bright for certain people. I don't know what that is. I don't know who, because look, I don't believe it's the same exact producers that are in Huntsville and DC. But I like the way that they produced this. I even love the new promo logo and everything. Okay. So the lighting in the confessionals threw me off, but everything else I was like, okay, this is good. I like how they're producing it this season. Thank you, Danielle, for the super chat. She says Google says Latrice is 30. Okay. Per Google, she's 32. Okay, so now Google Schmoogle is a little off. So she's somewhere in her 30s. Okay, Gene, can we talk about these crazy profile confessionals? I feel like the lighting was a little bit off. I don't know what they were doing. I didn't love that. Let's move on because I don't want to waste too much time on those minor details because I do think overall production was pretty good. Okay, so Leticia, you remember Leticia? Let me bring up the photos. You remember Leticia? She's in the middle in the burgundy dress. Okay, so Leticia, her big thing last season was that she was trying to launch a business and a collective for Fair Street. It's been a dream of hers. She wanted all these women to come together and help her, build this, situation. Okay. So she's moved out of her home because she's moved in with her mama because her man, Glenn, is a cheetah pumpkin eater, allegedly. Not she was born in 1991 or 1992. Not the 90s babies. Oh my goodness. All right. So, Leticia, okay, before I get into what I think is going on with Leticia, her relationship with Glenn is so toxic. I don't know why she's even entertaining this. I know you guys have been in love since high school and you have a baby together, but it's screaming toxic. It's screaming it's not going to work out. She's had to move out of her home, I guess, or she decided to move out of her home. And now she's living with her mom, who looks like her sister. Anyone else was like looking at her mom like, that could be your sister. If you told me that was her sister, I would have believed her. Someone said, man, I'm old. I know, the 90s. I was like, wait a minute. So, but she has done one good thing. She's moved out of the home, but she's also launched her own office. The office looks beautiful. Leticia Enterprises, it's multiple businesses. Okay, I still don't know what is her business. I know she does the lunches. What is Letitia's business? It's screaming storyline to me. It's screaming I'm fronting for TV. And hear me out because I feel like she continues to front for TV and she's a mini producer. She's a mini producer during the season so far. This is only episode 1. All right. So she's still lost about her husband Glenn, and we were all looking at her like, "Girl, when what did Ayana say when crazy when crazy shows up across the street? Glenn is crazy. Glenn is toxic. It's Dr. Maya Angelou used to say, when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. He showed you multiple times who he is. Remember that scene we got last season where he proposes to her, reproposes to her? She says that same day he was texting with another woman. And then she looking at him all sweet and nice at the end of this episode when he comes to her office. Girl. And then we still don't know. We still haven't confirmed. She's like, there is a baby. Is it his baby, Leticia? Like, I want Leticia to win. However, girl. All right. Let's move on because we're going to get back to Leticia. Marie. Oh, Marie. Marie has the storyline this season because her mom is a drug addict. Her mom is now living with her. Her son is living with her with his child because the baby's mother was murdered in a shootout. I was like, no. And Marie is she really is a boss, and you can. I mean, unlike Leticia, like you're like, what's her business? No, Marie has multiple clinics and healthcare facilities, and she's the first Black woman to have a methadone clinic in Mississippi. So her mother, who didn't raise her, moving in with her, who's a drug addict, it's almost it's kind of, isn't it kind of like crazy when you think about it? You're like, wait a minute. Like this is your expertise, and that's probably why she got into that line of business was because of her mom. I have to say though, it was really really sad hearing about her son's baby's mother. I don't know if they were even together at the time because he has a couple of baby's mothers, doesn't he? He has a couple of baby's mothers. So them talking about that, I was just like, oh, that was such a sad situation. And then playing the news report, I was like, wow, 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 wow. Okay. Danielle, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, isn't Leticia the one who was trying to restore the historical Black neighborhoods? Yes. Ferris Street. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Dan Justice, he has 3 kids and is only 23. Yeah, we knew that from season 1. His situation was a mess. And now his mother is taking care, well, she was already taking care of all the babies and her son. But now with the baby's mother dying, being murdered, she's taking care of the baby and her son. All of them are living with her now because of that tragedy. And her mother, who's a drug addict, is also living with her. But after she revealed that her father is the one that raised her, it made more sense to me why Marie has the energy that she has, the exterior that she has, the the strength that she has was because of that, because of the way that she grew up. So I feel like her storyline is going to be really interesting to watch this season. From episode 1, I was like, wow. Wow. Okay. Heather, thank you so much. She says, popped in to say hi, letting the ads roll to give those dollars to Kempire. Thank you, Heather. Kari says, was he with the baby mom? What you mean? Was he there the day that she was murdered? No. The only person that was there with him was her son, was the baby. He was there and he wasn't harmed, thankfully. Dorisha says the son is only going to school as far as I can tell. Yeah. Kari says she's enabling that boy. But We look, I'm sure you know plenty of people very much like Marie that are taking care of their children's children. Very similar situations. It's not ideal. It's not the perfect scenario, but it's real. It's real. I know some people very much like this. It's not ideal, but it's her real story. So we shall see how that's going to play out for the rest of the season, guys. If you haven't already, we already have over 300 people in the building. Let's get to 300 likes. I'll drop the call in link for all of you to call in. However, if you are a member of the channel, I'm going to post the call in link on the community tab on YouTube right now for both Team Kempire and Royal Court members. Let me just do that now. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so I posted the call-in link backstage. Gabrielle says Marie is a really good person. Um, Ebony says side job to cover some expenses, like for real, he needs one. Um, Sharita says the baby is 2 and was 2 when this was filmed, according to Marie. Huh? Look, huh? Crooked Smile says, I'm still taking care of my daughter and she's 21 and in college. I think their big issue though is that he has 3 kids and he's 23 and she's taking care of not just him, but she's taking care of him and the babies mothers at the time. Just saying. All right, 23. Ooh, 3 babies. Lord. All right. Let's talk about Tamra. Oh, Lord. Hold on. So Tamra is the bottom left. As you know, she's a radio personality in Jackson, Mississippi. I never really loved Tamra on this show, but she's probably going to carry this season. So Tamra's seen, she's launched an immunity tea. She's still doing her radio gig, and she's back with her ex, Demond. Yeah, Demond. All right. She talked about, last season that she wants to have a baby. So apparently she's moving forward to trying to have a baby with Demond. All right. She found out when she went in to have her fibroids removed, which is very prevalent, especially among Black women. She had 39 fibroids removed. So she goes to this appointment, her follow-up appointment after the surgery with Demond, and she's talking about, having a baby with him and things like that. But we're body language experts. So I was taking a look at the body language, and I did not see that this conversation was going to go left that was being had between Taisha and Leticia and in her office, because they segued to that conversation. So Taisha is apparently also with Demond. I did not see that coming. But then I was thinking to myself, I don't believe that Tamra and Demond's relationship is real. It's giving, I need this for a storyline, or I just need him for his, his sperm. But I don't even know if that's real either, because she's trying to make it seem, oh, when I get the ring. And look, what I do know is real. She's known this man for a very long time. They have the pictures to prove it. They've known each other a long time. But I feel like she brought this man on the show for some sort of storyline, or she might just want to have a kid with him. But Taisha's like, no, that's my man. I didn't see that coming. But little producer Leticia in that moment is like, I feel like there's something you're not telling me. Is there more? Because she also feels like Leticia and Tamra's relationship is for play. And she's like, why are you saying that? Like, why are you saying that? Because we all think it's for play. It's not a real relationship. Okay. So they had Taisha and Leticia have that conversation about Tamra. Tamra, and at the same time, is having this conversation with Demond and the doctor about having a baby. So that's when we find out that Tamra and Taisha are both dating Demond. What in the Carlos King produced drama is this? I didn't expect that. IB says, is Tam's voice real? Yeah, that's really her voice. Shout out to people that listen to her in Jackson, Mississippi. She has like the number one afternoon show, according to them. All right. Latrice has a tea party, her shady tea party. Still love her home. There's no tea to be served, nothing but liquor. Everyone's getting lit. But this is when we are introduced to So Gucci. And So Gucci is shady. Her confessionals are shady. I think we're going to love So Gucci, aka Sophia. Why would you change your name to So Gucci? Anyways. Look, anyways. So Gucci for me, her confessionals, her shade, she shaded Leticia. She had a beautiful dress on, but she needs to lay those edges. So shady. I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. But Leticia uses this moment to question Tamra about her relationship with Demond. Like, oh, you guys are back together, or you guys are going to have a baby. Look, Carlos put the battery in Letitia's back this season, and she's stirring the pot. She's stirring the pot. Pink Sass says, "So Gucci is a mess, but hilarious." I agree. I could never be friends with her, but Claire says, "So Gucci is such a lame nickname." I didn't expect it. Ebony says, "So Gucci is fly. I must admit, having a realtor help me with one of my most important purchases, a house with a name so Gucci might concern me." This is what Latrice revealed, that she helped her buy her first real estate. I'm like, oh damn. Okay. No tagging So Gucci in the chat. I like So Gucci, but she can't talk about nobody's hair when JJ rocking them two sad braids for years. A mess. You guys are a mess. I mean, we haven't met her husband just yet, but I mean, based off of this picture, I mean, a stylist could be used here. I don't know what's happening here, but anyways, I like her for the show so far. I don't think she's a full time cast member because I didn't see her in the cast photos. So, oh wait, there's. I mean, she's. Well, I guess it's not the official cast photo though. I don't know. I don't know what her role. She's a part of the cast though. I guess we will see what role she plays. She came out messy from the gate. She came out messy from the gate. All right. So we have that shady tea party. This is where Leticia tries to get more information out of Tamra in regards to her relationship with Damon. But Leticia, everyone's like looking at you like, girl, worry about your own relationship. Because the last scene, the conversation that she has with Glenn, Glenn's like, I want you back. She's like, I'll, come take a look at my office. It felt very like, girl, I'm not one to tell someone to break up with someone, but I think you've given this man plenty of years and chances to get it together. It's done. Look, it's done. Why are you still trying to make this situation work with this man? I understand you were married and you've been together since high school, but he's probably been cheating on you since high school. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I just had that feeling. The fact that he proposed to you, re-proposed to you, and he ends up cheating on you. Well, texting the woman the same day, and there's possibly a baby. How are we going to confirm? Are we going to confirm that there actually is a baby? I know there's a baby, but is it his baby? High Vibe says Leticia has very low self-esteem. It's very apparent. And you worried about Tambra's situation, but no one cares about their situation. They're looking at your situation. Kenya says Tambra scenes are so cringe because they're not real. They're not real. At least that's how I feel. Claire says Glenn is another Martell Hope, probably worse. Probably worse. Apparently, he gets heated this season in the preview for next week's episode or the rest of the season. So we shall see. Ebony says Letitia's husband gives he's for the streets. He's one of those married men who never stops cheating. Who never stop cheating. They've said it. Team Kempire and Royal Court members, we already have quite a few people backstage. I posted the call-in link for those that are members of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com/join for more details on how you can become a member. So thank you to all of our members. We did host a special party last night for our Royal Court members. Thank you to everyone that came through, and thank you to everyone that watched afterwards. We took a tour of Chateau Shelma, Shane, Sheree, Thelma. And of course, we have some commentary. So be sure to check that out if you are a Royal Court member of the channel. All right. Oh, let's get into some of these callers, guys. And I will be dropping the call link. We're almost at 300 likes, but we have over 700 people watching. Let's get to 300 likes. I'll drop the call-in link. But liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels that talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, that talk about Love and Marriage DC, that talk about Belle Collective, that talk about reality TV, that talk about pop culture, because we don't just talk about reality TV here on the channel. We talk about everything in pop culture, especially this morning when we posted a new video talking about Neo being put on blast by his soon-to-be ex-wife, maybe, because remember they broke up like 4 years ago and then they got back together during the pandemic. So there's that. So be sure to check out that video if you missed it earlier today. Let's get to some callers, and I'll drop the call-in link once we get to 300 likes to the general audience. So let's start with Danielle, who's backstage. Hold on one second. Hey, Danielle.
Hey there. Happy Sunday.
I'm Jamie.
You know what? I should have made that my name. I will next time.
No, okay, there won't be a next time. They're done.
Okay, they're going to get a season 2. So we're going to start with them since you threw it out there, because I made notes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're going to start Monique real quick. Monique needs to own her part in how she helped create the mess. She keeps saying to Winter, I told you I was going to go talk to the girls. I told you. Yeah, but you never said that you were going to go back and repeat what I said to them. Again, Winter says she felt like, or initially she thought she was going to go talk to her friend Monique. And what Monique did, as she sat there laughing with Winter about everything that Winter was joking about, but Monique did not say or go back or laugh when she came back and ran and told everything that was said. So I need her to stop. Monique, I can't even deal with Monique. I don't even feel like talking about scratch her. Anyway, okay. Damien and Raina. I would appreciate them coming back if they're going to discuss what happened at the very end, when whatever happened 20 years ago is still affecting Raina now. But here's where I guess I'm thinking like Jamie. If you're upset about my lack of activity with the kids and hands-on from 20 years ago, they're grown now. How am I supposed to, how do I fix that? At this point, the kids are grown. How do I and I think that's what Jamie is thinking, because that's exactly what I thought when I watched it. I hear you, and I think he hears her. Yes, I get it that you're upset and you don't like the way it happened back then, but how do I help you now? And anybody in the comments, help me figure that part out for him, because I don't see, again, Jason is ready to move out the house, go get a girlfriend and work at Apple. He don't even want to be bothered with them no more. So how can Jamie help Raina get over that? Like, what does that look like? And you've allowed this show to bring it up and hurt you and bring up our past, and it's bothering you. So I feel like they do need to fix that, especially if they're going to continue with the show. If the show is bringing up hurt from 20 years ago, that's what their storyline needs to be for next season. Okay. And Ashley and Quick, they're funny. Chris, we need to save, because I feel like he just needs to run out. Chris, listen out for the spoon. If you hear the spoon hitting against the glass, run. Okay. Let's go to Belle Collective. I'm gonna start with Leticia, because so didn't Leticia tell us what her businesses were last season while she was trying to restore the street? To your point, I really don't remember what kind of entrepreneur she is, but I think she told us last season.
Doesn't that say a lot, though? We know everyone else's businesses.
That does say a lot. And then Marie told us last season that the boy doesn't have a job because he's in college for basketball, and she wants him to pursue that career. This is another problem I have with our Black community. Everyone is not a Kobe. Everyone is not a LeBron. Everyone is not a Michael Jordan. Stop putting your hoop dreams on these kids. Let that boy be a man, that because he's out here doing man things, and he's creating these babies and got you dragging and rapping all over the place trying to take care of these kids. Let him, his scholarship is over at this point. He laid down and played the boys dance, and now he needs to grow up and be a man and take care of these 3 kids, so you don't have to do it because you've done your part. But to everyone's point in the comments, she keeps allowing this and she's creating a monster. But she said last season she's allowing it because she wants him to pursue basketball. And I think she didn't say this part, but we all know what it is. If you want him to pursue basketball, you think he's gonna make it to the NBA. He ain't no LeBron. I need Black people to realize that, yes, we're most time used for our sports, but 9 times out of 10, it's really 1 out of 10. And nowadays it's like 1 out of 20 who's going to make it that far. So she just needs to make him leave the college, because he can finish school online. If it's about the degree, you can finish school online, but get a job and take care of your kids, because he can go get a good job like at a Verizon Wireless call center or something, where he's going to come in and his schedule is going to be based on his seniority. And if you start a new job, you ain't got no seniority, so you go to work at night, you go to school during the day, but you bring home a check to take care of them kids. Okay, on to Tamra. I ain't like Tamra since last season, but I ain't fair either. My girlfriend is Tamra's competition. My girlfriend works at the same radio station with Tamra. My girlfriend is light-skinned, long hair, just like Tamra. My girlfriend has a better voice than Tamra. I don't want to see Tamra on the show. I text my girlfriend every freaking season. She needs to be the one on this show. So I will call her later on, because we are scheduled to speak tonight, and I'll get some tea straight from the Jackson, Mississippi, because that's where she's born and raised, family all there. And she actually knows Tamra. She knows all these ladies. And that's why I think my girlfriend should be on the show. But Tamra's voice annoys me last season. And she brought that guy on the show towards the end of the season. So we knew this was going to happen, because she brought him up last season to say she wanted a baby because they knew each other from way back in the day. They used to go together back in the day. So we already knew that this season was going to be about her and this guy trying to have a baby, because she told us that last season, because it was like the last 2 or 3 episodes of last season when she brought him on. And yeah. Happy Sunday, everyone. Come on.
What the hell? Okay. All right. I'm like, I already smell and that's the problem with reality TV. Once you've had one season, people come back and they have a plan of how they're going to reproduce their image on the show. And in regards to Marie's son, if she's allowing this behavior now, even if he does make it to the NBA, you think he's going to get better then? He's going to be even more irresponsible. God, we can probably talk about 5, 6 kids after he's on the NBA. And all that money that he's making on the NBA is towards that. Besides the girls says fix your face, Kempire. I can't help myself sometimes when you guys call in. It's okay, though. It's all right. All right. All right. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We're almost at 300 likes. I'm looking at 299. Like the video, that one person that needs to like the video. And I'll drop the call link so you guys can call in and share your thoughts. I'm going to bring Gabriella up next. What's going on, Gabriella?
Hello, everybody. Hello, all the campaigns and the mods. Very beautiful mods. I say one thing about Leticia. Please, Leticia, please. We need an intervention like for Sherry, I think, because she said during the lunch, if the baby is Glenn the father, if it's a girl, she take it. She adopt the baby girl. If Glenn is the father, she gonna be adopt the girl. She said that during the lunch. I rewatched twice the show. She said that she takes the baby if Glenn is the father and she's a girl. I think we have a problem now. I think Leticia, she wants to stay with Glenn. She maybe take it the baby with her. And I don't understand why she's doing that. I don't understand.
I don't think anybody understands why she's doing that. Why would you want to raise the baby of your husband?
If she is a girl, if the baby is a girl, she wants a baby girl. She say, I want to adopt her. She said like that, she want to take it. And I say okay, and I cry about the Marie, baby mama son, but about the baby, about the son, it's like Tristan Thompson. If he's in NBA, it's gonna be like Tristan. He make a baby like he snooze, It's like that. Yes.
Very much like Tristan Thompson.
Yes, and I love Gucci.
You look so Gucci.
She's so Gucci. But she is so, she is the moment, like Kenya said. She is, she gave us this little spice in the show. We need spice, and she
Okay.
did it for
All
us.
right.
And have a good day. Bye
You
bye for
too,
everybody.
Gabriella. Bye. Ooh. All right. Guys, you're just joining us. We're talking about Love and Marriage DC reunion part 2, but we're also talking about the season 2 premiere of Belle Collective. If you're a part of the replay crew, we always want to hear what you guys have to say. How would you rate the reunion for Love and Marriage DC and Belle Collective season 2 premiere? Let me know your thoughts on all of that. All right. We have almost 700 people here. Let's get to 400 likes if you haven't liked the video already. I'm going to bring up Tiana next. What's going on, Tiana?
Hey, happy Sunday, everybody.
You too.
So real quick, I want to say about Love and Marriage DC, because I actually didn't watch much of it. I watched a couple episodes here and there, but it didn't really pique my interest. However, I think that Monique's dress, I can't stand Monique, but her dress is probably one of the better reunion dresses that we've seen. I'm talking even if you cross over to Bravo, in a while.
Yeah.
I think that her dress, I said, oh, okay, with the little rhinestone, I liked it.
And it's
But
by
with
the same designer that did her dress for the last reunion for RHOP.
Exact. I think that her dress is probably like, I mean, even if you look at Real Housewives of Miami, Beverly
Gorgeous.
Hills or whatever, she's literally one of the best dressed, I think, consistently.
Mhm.
But with Belle Collective, it's so sad to kind of see Leticia. Like, I understand that you want to fight for your marriage, and I get that. And I think that everybody has a right to fight for their marriage without people looking in. But I think the second that you bring a baby into it, it's kind of like, okay, at some point you're going to have to move on. But if this baby is 8 years old and you've known about this for 8 years and you haven't confirmed paternity for 8 years, I'm now looking at Glenn different. I mean, Glenn's already a dog who dresses like a 25-year-old. So there's that. But I'm already looking at Glenn different because that means you know that there's possibly a child out there and you're neglectful.
Yeah.
It's not like you don't know. You know that there's possibly a child. And if you haven't confirmed paternity at this point, I'm looking at you like, oh, so even if the baby is yours, you're still not really going to step up and do anything about it, because you should have done that from the second that you found out that old girl was pregnant. But I feel bad for Leticia because it's like when she said that if the baby is his, that she's just going to want to take the baby. It's like, does she feel like what's the word? Like, does she feel like she's lacking love from other places that she'd be willing to take, the mistress's child? And I don't want to speak bad about, a baby or anything, but like that just didn't make any sense to me. And I think Tamra, it's a storyline, because why are you going to see a fertility doctor when y'all ain't even bumped and thumped raw? You haven't even tried. So it's giving very much storyline, because we just want to see if we can get pregnant. And the doctor's like, well, y'all haven't tried to get pregnant. So how would you know? And you've been with this man for how many? I mean, if he is cheating, thank God she's using condoms. But it's like, you've been with this man for how many years? And y'all have never. Come on now. So I think it's storyline. I think body language is everything. He didn't seem engaged in the conversation. He didn't seem like he wanted to be there. He just kind of seemed like he's just there for a check. And it's like, because you would think you'd want your partner to be just as excited as you if we're going to possibly do IVF, spend tens of thousands of dollars. And he's just kind of just there.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's it. That's all I got to say. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Bye. All right. Let me just say thank you. Hold on. Oh, wait, no. Thank you, Claire. I couldn't remember her name. Riley Knox is the designer of Monique's dresses from Reunion and RHP Season 5 Reunion. Yeah, and she also did Ashley Darby's reunion dress for last season, too. Beautiful, beautiful gowns. Honestly, some of the best. Some of you housewives need to enlist Riley to do your stuff. But I think Riley works better with, like, come on, like model-esque, women. Because look at Ashley, look at Monique. Because it's like those outfits are very revealing. They're very like, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, Riley has some good, beautiful gowns. All right. Oh, nah. Dale says Tamra is fake. Hashtag team competition. I can't stand you. All right. Oh, I forgot to drop the call-in link. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm surprised y'all didn't remind me. I forgot to drop the call-in link, and we already hit our goal of over 300 likes. Guys, don't forget we're trying to get to 400 likes, but we have over 700 people watching. Can we get to 700 likes? Liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Speaking of supporting the channel, thank you to everyone that sends in super chats, Venmos, PayPals, Cash Apps. We don't normally see them until after the live, but thank you for supporting the channel any way that you can, so that we're continuously upgrading and improving any way that we can, so that your experience is a lot better. Do you guys notice a difference in audio quality? Replay crew, let me know as well, because we're working on that stuff too. Okay. Kari's backstage. We're going to bring up Kari next. What's going on, Kari?
What's up, Kempire? How is everybody doing?
How are you?
I'm doing great. So I took some notes so I could kind of be fast. So I'm gonna start. Super producer Monique is doing to those women what she does with her husband, pushing off the blame and escaping accountability. You do not need the show to divorce your husband so you can run off with the trainer. Stop traumatizing us unless you go send us a check, baby. Okay? I don't want to see you on TV no more. Thank you. Jamie got a big head with a small body. I just said that to annoy Danielle.
Got a big head with a small. No body shaming.
I just said that to annoy Danielle. Ashley, you delusional. Don't start stuff with women about their marriage if you don't want yours to roll around in the dirt. All right. I know you people feel like that she had every right to say those things to Winter, but if you feel like you have the right to say something about somebody in the dissolution of their marriage, then I don't want you to sit there and act like you're a victim and that they just throwing rocks at you for no reason. Winter, if you got the receipts, drop them. Who cares if they told you that they didn't want this show to be like Real Housewives of Potomac when they are using you for views in another season, baby? Stand up. Thank you. Now on to Belle Collective. Leticia, since you took that man back after doing the crying I know you about to do this season because you posted about y'all anniversary on Instagram, then let him cheat in peace from now on. Okay. Once you accept the baby, that man knows you will accept anything but respect. All right. How you move out your house. How you move out your house and let him and whoever he's about to sleep with stay in that house. You are with a 40-year-old man dressed like a 25-year-old, and for some reason you think that you should stay and not escape. That's a problem for me, baby. I will be reading you down this season. Be prepared. Marie, you can project the picture of a good parent, but good parents don't let their 20-year-old son groom 16-year-old girls. I'm going to be honest with you. You want to make up for the horrible childhood you had through your children by letting them do whatever they want, and that is as toxic as the parent that you grew up with. Why is your son making all these kids he's not financially or emotionally ready for? Try raising him while he's in your home this time instead of enabling him. Please and thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Kari.
Bye.
Wow. Kari is lethal. Lethal. All right. Oh, this is sheesh. Kari. Whew. Look, can I do that too? All right, let's get some more callers. Miss Beverly's backstage. We're going to bring her out next. What's going on, Miss Beverly?
Hey, Kempire, happy Sunday. And Danielle, I'm with you on the team competition. Because here's the thing. I'm going straight to Belle Collectives. I have nothing to say about the snooze fest. That's Love and Marriage DC. Tamra. First and foremost, she has known this man for umpteen years. Whatever this nickname that's being tossed around by Leticia and her friend, that name has had to come up in conversation before. And if you have known somebody that many years, you should know that they're talking about the same man that you're supposed to be in a relationship with. And it's convenient how Leticia's friend is now coming on saying that she and this man, they have whatever going on, because to me it sounds like she's saying they're friends with benefits. And it's just like what's the one with the goddess links? She said you've been dating him for 50 years and you've never slept with him. So she's just so funny to me. So Gucci, I think she's gonna be entertainment, but she seems a little extra to me. It almost it's like you
her
said.
Her name is so Gucci, Beverly.
What did I call her? What did I call her? whatever she is, so Gucci, she's so extra. But it was and with Marie, just like the Kari said, and that's what I was looking at when they were saying that this child was 18 years old when she got killed. The little boy is 2 years old. So her son is now 23. So that means at 21 years old, he was with a 16-year-old. That's not a good look at all. And she really needs to make her son responsible for his own kids, because going forward, he's just going to continue to make kids, and he's going to say, oh, my mama got it. My mama got my back. She'll take care of them. But that's not a good way, because my son is 22 years old. He go out there and I'm not that big mama. I don't sit around and babysit. Ask my daughter. I don't do that. You're going to be, like I told my daughter, she was married, and she was like, Mama, you the worst grandmama in the world. That's right. I'll take that title, because guess what? I didn't have those babies. I raised you and your brother. Now you raise your kids. Ooh. Point blank, period.
Oh, Beverly, you wouldn't tell it was Sunday. Okay.
I'm sorry. And bless y'all.
Awesome. All right, Miss Beverly, thank you for calling in.
All right, yeah, have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.
And she has the sweetest voice too. And you would know, I was not ready. I was not ready for that. But I mean, a lot of people feel that way. I know my mom probably feels that way too about her grandma. She ain't watching those kids. Everyone's raised differently. Okay. Just saying. I don't have any kids for my parents to watch or raise. Just saying. All right. Yeah, I'm so glad that, and this is why I love when you guys call in and why we have these live recaps, because I didn't even think about the math of Marie's son and the girl. And I was like, oh yeah, and first of all, even if we didn't know she was 18, she looked like a baby. I was like, wait, was that her kid that died? And I thought that was his girlfriend. See, you guys you pay attention, okay? Danielle, thank you so much for the super chat. Danielle says, I got everything in my mama's name, but I'm still fly. That's what Marie's son is saying. That's his tagline. I can't. Y'all are a mess. Thank you for the super chat. All right, Ray, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Ray?
Hey, good morning. Well, afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well. Okay, well, I really stopped watching Love and Marriage DC after Monique did what she did, went and ran her mouth. So that kind of, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to watch it. So, but I do watch Belle Collective, and I think it's going to be lit this year. Well, this season, I'm sorry. But, yeah, some of the transformations kind of threw me. Marie in this little wig, that little blonde wig. Now, Marie, they say blondes have more. No, it's not working out, home. Look at that wig.
I know.
I don't like it. But and then her whole attitude is like I'm a serial entrepreneur. First of all, those two words, serial. You are an entrepreneur. That's it. You are a business owner. That's that. We keep our eye on her. Her insecurities with that husband of hers. And Leticia, I didn't know the baby was 8. I thought the baby was just new.
Me too. I was like, oh,
8 years old. Maybe I missed that part. But if the baby is 8, Leticia's
not a baby.
Okay. She knew about that. She knew about that down south in Mississippi. She knew. She just trying to cover it up. And why do women do that? If you figure out that your husband or your mate has a kid, why do you think that you can just go and take the kid from the mother? Did she prove to be unfit, or you just wanting to do that? And Tamra, she's giving Tiffany from Love and Marriage Atlanta. I mean, Huntsville. They just are boring. It's nothing to them. Tamra and Tiffany remind me of the same. Why would you be? Who wants to get? You want to get pregnant with a condom on? Okay. All right. Yeah. Moving right along. And the young lady, the one who lost all the weight, I forgot her name. She lost a lot of weight. She's married to the older guy. She sells the hair.
Latrice?
Is that Latrice? Yes, Latrice. She lost so much weight. Oh my goodness.
Did she?
Yeah, she is really slim. That's why when she first came in, she said, "Yeah, I'm back, slim and all." I'm like, "Oof." She lost a lot of weight, but yeah, I could see how she would. It's okay to be married to a guy that has children, and you don't have to necessarily try and be the mom. Sometimes whatever age, you could be cool, you could be cool. I'm pretty sure they have a mother. So when she say yeah, they don't look at me as the stepmother type, or we feel more like a home girl, it's okay to feel that way, especially given your age. You don't always have to come in and play the parent role. And there's some reason she doesn't want a baby with that order. She don't want a baby for a reason, and I don't know what it is. It's just, I understand some women don't want to have babies, but with her, I think it's giving something a little different. Maybe she is afraid of messing up her shape like Portia Williams. But yeah. And
Okay.
Gucci is to the show like Stormy was to Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's just like that little extra firecracker, just unnecessary, not needed.
Mm.
Maybe is a backup for when Tamra get off the show with her boring self. That's probably what Gucci is. But yeah, I wouldn't do business with somebody calling herself what's her name? Miss
So
Gucci.
Gucci.
So Gucci, yeah. So no.
Uh,
So no. But yeah, that's all I got.
all right, Ray.
That's
Thank you
all I
so
got.
much for calling in.
All right, no problem. Bye.
All right. Yeah, I think she was referring to Leticia that lost weight because Latrice, what we've seen, Latrice has always been a little slim. I think she may have been also referring to her new those. So, all right. Look, people forget things, okay? All right, let's take one more caller, and I'm getting out of here, guys. Loved and Married. I'm gonna bring up what's going on. Loved and Married.
Hey, Kempire, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. So, one, hey, happy Sunday and all that good stuff. And so, I'm just going to be really, really quick. So, watching the Love and Married reunion 2, what irritates me the most with Winter is I feel like she's being accused of doing something that she didn't do. Because when I was watching it, the only thing is they were talking about rumors, and then all she said was, I heard rumors too, and then everybody just kind of jumped on her saying that you accused my husband of being X, Y, and Z. She never did that. All she said was, I heard rumors too, and then just kind of spiraled from there. So that was just really, like, I'm just tired of them just trying to kind of say that she accused their husbands of cheating when she didn't do that. She just said, I heard rumors too, girl. Like, we all do that. We always hear rumors. Number two, I really think that Jamie and Arena just really think that they're bigger than what they are. Granted, I live in the DMV. I have lived in the DMV now, I think, for what, 8 years or so. I can't even remember, but because I'm not from here. But ain't nobody ever heard of them. So I don't know why they keep trying to make it hype it up like they are so big and so known. And you're just not. I don't know. Those two just appear fake to me. Like, I really think that if they're going to continue on the show, they're just going to have to show their authentic selves. Because right now, I feel like they're trying to give us that we're this great couple, we're this perfect couple, we're prim, we're TikTok stars, to which I have never seen them on TikTok before this show. But it's like, if you're going to be there, just be real. Just be real. That's all I ask of you. Um, Ashley and Quicksilver, I do like them for the show, but I don't, I'm, they're just giving too much too. I just want everybody to come back real. Just come back real. Monique and Chris, I just don't think that reality TV is just for them. That's just the truth. And I'm just going to leave it there. No, yeah. The next thing, the Belle Collective. How come what is it, Leticia? She starts off the show saying she's a multimillionaire and she has multi-million-dollar businesses, but she moved back in with her mama. Like, why would you move back in with your mama? Like, if you have all that going on for you, why would you move back in with your mama? I just didn't get that. Again, I feel like these women have always been trying to give something that wasn't there. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for generational wealth. If your parents can, like, if you can move in with them to save yourself money, okay, go for it. But again, you just said that you're a multimillionaire, and I just don't see multimillionaires moving back in with their mama. I just don't see people doing that. Okay, so no, girl, just don't. I am also, so secondly, Tamra, and then I'm gonna get off here. So I'm an OBGYN. Yay! And today is George Jetson's birthday. Um, so George Jetson is supposed to be born today. So I just feel like today I probably might deliver George Jetson. If none of y'all are young enough or old enough to know who George Jetson is, it is a cartoon. And today he's supposed to be born. Have not delivered him yet, but it could just happen. So Tamara, when she was just like, going through this whole thing of she's having issues with fibroids, which I am also a Black woman. And, fibroids is something that we deal with more in our race for different reasons, but we are finding it more in women of color, especially Black women over the age of 20. But one minute she was just like, they went in and she was like, they told me that they had 4 and they pulled out 39. Girl,
Yeah.
stop playing in my face. Like, it's no way in the world I'm going to do an ultrasound and see 4 and then come out with 39. Now, there have been times when you do an ultrasound and you're like, oh, girl, we see like 5 and you might pull out like 8. But to go from 4 to 39, I just really felt like that she was trying to kind of like exaggerate it a little bit more. And it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had because a lot of my women, especially Black women, they come in and they come in with all the symptoms that they've been having for a very long time. And then by the time that they get to us, these fibroids are huge. It is multiple fibroids. And we have to do more invasive things that can actually compromise their fertility. So that really could have been a bigger, like if she wants to tell the story to kind of like educate, then educate us. But I just thought it was kind of like silly for her to go like, oh, they thought they were going to take out 4 and they took out 39. Like, no,
Wow.
like, no. And can you have 39? You can. I have gone in and taken out 20, 25, 30 fibroids. That is a thing. It can happen. But I just thought it was kind of silly for her to just be like, they went in for 4 and they pulled out 39. I just really thought that was silly. And then also, as far as her fertility journey, for her to say that I'm trying to get pregnant, but I'm wearing condoms, like, no, like it doesn't even work. Like I was even looking at the physician's face and he was looking kind of like, girl, you too old for this. Like you way too old for this. Like, why are you in my office and you ain't even tried to have a baby yet? And I think that whole relationship is just fake. Like you said, body language. No, girl, we not believing that. But that's all, Kempire. I love you. I enjoy you and keep doing what you're doing. And
You
that's it.
too, Black Doctor.
We out here. We out here. We out here doing what we need to do to save and help our mamas out. So, yep, we here.
Thank you so much for calling in. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow. Wow. You just never know who's watching and who's going to call in. But I wouldn't be surprised. I know some people are defending Tamra in regards to the 4, and coming out with 39. However, if we didn't see all these other holes in her story, this makes even more sense to me that there is even more of holes in her story. Damn. Shout out to all the Black healthcare workers. Shout out to all the healthcare workers too. But there aren't really a lot of Black doctors, and we should be encouraging people, especially Black kids inside the NBA, Marie, to get into the healthcare field, especially monkeypox and COVID. Oh, what? Sorry. Anyways, thank you to everyone that called in for our recap of Love and Marriage DC Season 1 Part 2 reunion, and for our season premiere conversation of Belle Collective. If you're part of the replay crew, we want to hear your thoughts on both shows and what you're thinking of it and how you feel about it. If you haven't already, let's get to 500 likes. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, to talk about Belle Collective and maybe some other stuff. Some of you have been telling me to get into Ready to Love. I tried. Maybe I'll get into it. We'll see. Thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. Shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Corp members. If you'd like to become a member, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. And of course, don't forget to say thank you to our moderators. Thank you to our moderators for allowing us to have this fun conversation in the live chat and in the comment section. We appreciate you. Guys, I will see you guys later today for our Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine watch party exclusively on TikTok. If we're not on TikTok, check Instagram just in case something happens. Just saying. And I'm going to go out of here. Don't forget to get your coldest water bottle. We appreciate everyone supporting any way that they can. Any way that they can. I'm going to get out of here. Let me play some music and let's get out of here.
It's been way too long. I've been building walls around me. Keep my distance so you never know too much about me. Trying to keep you wild cause I love my safe space. But the problem is I never looked into my own face. Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? We let it go, will you hold it inside? It's hard to take the blame, I know it doesn't feel right. We let it go, will you hold it inside? You're more than just your past, you're more than what you realize. We let it go, will you hold it inside? It's hard to take the blame, I know it doesn't feel right. We let it go, will you hold it inside? You're more than just your past, you're more than what you realize. It's been way too long, I've been building walls around me. Keep my distance so you never know too much about me. Trying to keep you out cause I love my safe space. But the problem is I never looked into my own face. Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? Yeah, we let it go. Will you hold it inside? It's hard to take the blame. I know it doesn't feel right. We let it go. Will you hold it inside? You're more than just your past. You're more than what you realize. We let it go. Will